Yo,
Yo, hello, hello, hello.
what's good, everybody?
How's it going?
Uh, oh no,
Oh, 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 where's my water?
it's I think it's on your right.
There it is.
Oh, we got some new chairs. What do you think?
Got some new chairs. They're a lot more comfortable than steel chairs.
Yeah, steel folding chairs,
Steel folding chairs. Yeah.
which are fine. They work, you
Yeah,
know.
they work. These are a lot more
These are
comfortable.
comfortable. I mean, they're like outdoor furniture. We got them for under the shed when we finish that up.
Oh, nice.
So they'll go out there. So they're just chilling in here right now.
Yeah, that's okay. We can
They're pretty comfortable. Yeah, this is the first time I've used them. So
use them while we're at it.
yeah. Are we looking?
Yeah, good.
So we have one viewer. You said.
Yeah, somebody's watching, I think.
Oh,
Wow.
welcome.
Welcome.
Is it Caleb?
It probably, maybe. Or making stupid people famous, or,
Yeah. Well, either way, welcome.
welcome.
Hopefully our comment section's working. If anybody does leave a comment. We got a lot of
Can,
stuff today.
can you switch that instead of top chat
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
to
we need all or whatever
all
it is.
chat?
Live.
Live chat.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think there is something I'm missing here that I wanted to talk about today. I can look for that for just a second.
All right. Yeah.
What's been new on your end? Same old shit.
Same old
Yeah.
shit, different day. Working.
Pretty much the same.
Gym. Work. Gym. Work. Gym. Gym.
It's pretty
Work.
much dog work, dog work,
Dog.
dog.
Yeah.
The dog is also work, so
I mean, it's gym, work, kids, gym, work, kids, gym, work, kids, gym, work, kids.
yeah, that's pretty based, honestly.
The American dream.
Oh, I remember. Okay, I'm gonna send this over to the Discord. I found something on Instagram. I just kind of wanted to see what you think about.
All right. Get a live reaction.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Um. Stand by.
Any moment.
We'll just start off with this, I guess. Is there a
Oh,
way
yeah.
to like pause it? I guess not. We'll just let it do its thing.
Oh, right there.
And then I'll yeah.
Oh, wait.
I guess I'll. Here
You
you go.
know what? I've seen this,
Have you?
and it's really fucking interesting.
Yeah, it's
It's
weird,
just a
isn't it?
reflection of Earth.
Yeah. I wondered. I don't know.
It's interesting.
I don't really know what to think, but it is very interesting.
It's a reflection of Earth if it was flat.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I have seen this. It's really, really, really
It's
interesting.
bizarre. Yeah. But that doesn't even really look like Earth's map either, honestly.
Well, if you look at it, it's showing other continents other than the ones that we see.
I don't see any
That's-
recognizable continents.
No, that's all those right there are extra. That's outside of Earth.
Oh, like on the
It's
other
showing-
side of the ice wall.
Yeah, correct.
Somebody I follow on Instagram or on Twitter is in Antarctica.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he left earlier this week. I've been following that
nice.
whole thing pretty closely. It's really cool.
You're asking if it's
Oh,
a-
I see what you mean. So here's like the continents we know.
correct.
This is what it was showing.
Yep.
Okay. That's wild, dude. I don't know if I'm really a believer in all that, but
Well, it's interesting.
It's interesting, yeah.
I don't know. It's I kind of am. I'm kind of sold on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm kind of, on it.
Yeah.
I think I had a few other ones that Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm kind of sold on it. It's just one of those things where it's just I don't know. I have an open mind and
Yeah, same.
like
Definitely.
there's arguments for both for Earth being an a round object and there's arguments for it being flat.
right.
There's counterpoints to both.
That's
so
true.
really you can make up your own mind.
Yeah, and
I
we
just
don't have any proof on, verifiable proof of either.
right.
I mean, even if let's say actually it doesn't even matter which way or the other. You know how far out you would have to go to even be able to view the entire
Right.
Earth, even if it was flat or
Right.
round or a globe, you'd have to go out so fucking far to actually be able to see it in its entirety.
Yeah.
I mean, in the globe Earth, the diameter is over 8,000 miles.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy,
One.
man.
And here's
Like,
the thing is like every single image that NASA shows is computer generated.
right.
If
Actually, it's funny because like most of the ones that you would Google, they're all, even though like they appear different in each one,
yeah.
they're all gonna have like the same clouds, like they were just like photoshopped on each one. It'll be like I've seen them where they have like the I don't know, the official like global image.
Right.
Um, it was, I saw one. It was like 2007, 2008, in like a grid, and like each year, and the same. It was almost the exact same image each time. Like the uh the position of the Earth was like identical each time that the image was supposedly taken, and it's like
Yeah.
nice try.
Yeah, it's really weird. There's that, and then there's also the thing with the space station, how they've been caught with green screening bullshit.
Yeah, and
There's so much shit there.
yeah. I mean,
Or even like the Elon, like I get that you can watch rockets take off, but I honestly, I there was a video that I've seen where you could see a rocket take off, and you can see where it hits what in the Bible is called
yeah,
the
the
firmament.
firmament. Yeah, that's the first time that SpaceX launched the Starship.
Yeah,
It exploded.
it's but the explosion looks
Didn't we watch
weird.
it last week?
I'm not sure.
I think we did. I think we
Maybe.
watched that where there was the from a plane view of the rocket going up and then
Oh yeah,
exploding.
exploding. Yeah.
We watched it last week.
The one from the ground, it just looks weird. Like the whole sky like ripples,
Yeah, yeah, it's
and
pretty crazy.
it looks weird.
What do you think about this though?
What is this thing? It
Uh,
looks like a scroll.
it does look like a scroll. Here you go. It is a video though. Let me.
Cylindrical shaped craft.
Yeah.
It looks like a rolling pin for dough.
It does look like a rolling pin.
Why is it not move? If it's a craft, why is it not moving?
Right. Are we sure there isn't like a wire here and then this is just like suspended?
Yeah.
Like a power line or something with like a some
Not even
sort
just
of
a power line from the roof of from that roof to the other tree.
yeah.
It'd be really easy to make like fishing string, like
You call that close up?
fishing string. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like monofilament. Caleb. It was
What is
Caleb.
this? Oh, what's up, Caleb? Um,
Oh, why can't we see the whole thing though?
yeah.
There
Guess
we
I'd
go.
have to do that.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, that's fine. Yo, yeah,
Yeah, you've
he's
seen them
seen
launched
them.
in
Yeah.
person. Yeah, I would like to go see them launch in person. That'd be pretty sweet. I still think the Earth is flat, Caleb.
I don't know if I think it is, but like you, I'm open minded.
Yeah.
I might have more. Let me take a look.
The Earth is flat, Caleb. And there's
I mean, if it is, so
there's
what?
face peelers out there.
Yeah. Um.
No, it's just one of those things, dude. I think that our reality that we exist in is so unexplainable to our minds
Yeah.
that we can't even explain it. Even if
Excuse me.
even if Earth, maybe even when we view Earth, we view it as um a sphere type object,
Yeah.
but in reality, what is actually happening that it's actually flat. Like our preference or
Perspective.
our perspective is it can alter reality. It's
Okay.
I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know.
It is weird.
It's a
Excuse
weird
me.
thing to think about.
Yeah, it is.
It also goes to like quantum physics and stuff like that. When an object actually doesn't exist until you view it, because the space in between particles of that object or between molecules are so vast, is basically the difference between planets in the solar system or galaxies in the solar system. That's how big the difference in space is between a molecule.
Right, right. I gotta let this one finish out.
Yeah, the face builds they gotta be real.
They have
I
to be.
agree.
Okay, that's done. What do you think about this one? We can't make them full screen anymore. It's annoying.
Yeah, that's annoying. I hear the puppy. Oh.
Whoops.
Oh, that's in the video. That's the puppy.
Oh no. Yeah.
I don't think it was COVID that did that.
I agree.
Mm.
I mean, what he's saying is pretty interesting, but
It is interesting, but I don't think it was COVID. I think it
no.
was when they turned on CERN.
Yeah. So
CERN.
that's what he said at the beginning. Well, he didn't specifically mention CERN, but
Okay.
I think it's general. I don't know. Most people who are aware of the Mandela effect
Right,
are
Mandela effect
more
or
they
CERN.
a lot of them are more like, okay, yeah, that
Oh,
what happened because of CERN.
Caleb said he can't hear the video.
Can't
Oh,
hear the
it's
video.
muted.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh no.
I thought I hit a button for that. Oh, my bad. Okay, so the only one that's really mattered as far as sound goes is this one. So I'll play it again.
So my wife just sent me this video
Thank you,
on
Caleb.
the Mandela effect.
Yes,
And,
thank you.
I was just thinking, because particle accelerator shifted neurons and put us in the reality in the universe that was parallel to ours.
He
but
did
is
mention the
different, which is
particle
why we have
accelerator.
things
He
like
just
the
didn't call
Mandela
it up a
effect,
name.
which is like Looney Tunes is TOONS. That's how I grew up, TOONS. And now it's at TUNES. And then like mirror, mirror on the wall. It's actually magic mirror on the wall, but it wasn't mirror, mirror on the wall.
Yeah,
So,
I went
and
through the
just had a
same
thought
thing.
process. What if COVID,
What?
which practically everybody got, was their name for what actually happened to our bodies as we became comfortable and shifted into the new reality? Like we all got sick because our reality impacted us, and it happened differently for everybody because everybody's chemical, biological makeup is different. So COVID was actually our bodies adjusting to our new universe. I'm walking in circles because my dog is walking around me in circles. I don't know why. That's what's going on.
I mean,
Come on, right?
Right.
it was around that same time that CERN got turned on. But there's also it was turned on in what, 2012?
Yeah. Yeah.
2020, around 2020, and it's supposed to be turned on sometime this year.
They did it. I think it was last year or the year before.
Oh,
Was the
it?
first time since then, and I want to say they had some sort of issues, and they had to they had to delay some of their experiments or whatever.
Yeah, it's interesting with CERN, with the Mandela effect. I think the Mandela effect comes from the government trying to test what they can and can't erase from history.
Okay.
And it's same with like the Fruit of the Loom thing, with that one
Yep. I remember that
video
one.
where they actually showed that it had a whatever it's
The
called,
cornucopia.
cornucopia on the label. And Fruit of the Loom outright denies it, but there's people that have found those cornucopias on clothing
Yeah.
in the label.
I've seen some interesting videos of people like showing Mandela effect in like real time, where like they'll go through like a door or something, and like on the other side of the door,
Yeah, that's really strange.
things
I
are
don't
different.
understand that. I've seen that with the Bernstein Bears one.
Yeah, I've seen. I think I've seen that one too.
Yeah, where they like, it was something like they used a camera filter or something like that. And
I'd believe
on
that.
one of
Yeah.
them. It's really
I mean,
weird.
I'd believe that.
It's all about. It's like a changing of
There we go.
perspective.
Right.
But that's where reality is really interesting to where the point everybody experiences reality differently.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So it's based off of everyone's perspective on what they're seeing. Um, how that perspective alters reality. I There's no way of explaining it because
No,
I don't think us as just
I mean it could just be bullshit,
yeah,
camera editing or whatever,
right,
which I'd believe.
yeah, oh yeah, 100%.
What
But
what do you think about this one?
this can't be an actual video,
Hold on.
correct?
I don't know, probably not, but
No,
here we go.
because the plane that hit the tower was black.
Remember how I told you like every week there's like a new angle on Instagram?
Yeah.
Here's one of them.
POV.
There's no way
This is fake.
it's
like-
got to be
First off, the plane that hit the tower was black. It wasn't that color.
right.
Huh.
Yeah, we showed that last week too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since we were talking about COVID, I have this. It's not in order of anything. I don't even really have everything ordered. I have so much stuff. It's not even funny.
Yeah, it's all right. We should
Um,
probably grind through it though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there is. And this is like this isn't even all of them. I have other like whole windows open.
Yeah, the scary thing with this, so you don't have it up on the screen yet, but the scary thing with this is I think what we're gonna see happen like this year
Oh yeah, here's the
and,
video.
and coming up. Oh,
Yeah, it's nasty.
that's that fibrous
Yeah,
material.
those clots that
the
they're pulling
clots,
out of
yeah.
people.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Oh. The scary thing is like I know people that have gotten the shot. I mean,
I did. So I mean
Yeah.
not because I wanted
you're
it.
forced to.
I even protested against it,
Yeah,
and my job, I wanted to keep my job.
right,
I mean, I
And that's-
definitely have regrets about it. This could be me.
right. The scary thing is I think that we are going to see more of this.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
And it's really scary.
Yeah, and this isn't even the only thing I have on this. But I mean, I protested against this. I went out. I made a sign. I stood on the sidewalk. My job, threatened to reprimand me over protesting on my
Yeah.
own time, off the clock, in my own clothes, not even work clothes, on
Yeah,
a
it's
public sidewalk,
crazy.
and then instead, in hindsight, I probably should have just let them fucking fire me.
Right.
But
You could have sued them.
no, I couldn't have.
No? There's a
No.
bunch of lawsuits that people have won from being.
Yeah, I think we had something in our contract that was
Oh. Well, because of yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
yeah.
suppose. I know my.
It
work
is
was-
what it is at this point, but I'm definitely pretty upset about the whole thing.
Yeah, I know my work was talking about trying to force it, and I'm like, I'll walk.
Yeah, I mean, I
walk.
should have really. Honestly, I it's one of my biggest regrets.
Yeah, there's quite a few of us that were.
Yeah,
like,
but
"Yeah, we're just
mean,
gonna walk."
I just couldn't afford to lose my job and
No, it's
my
understandable.
benefits and everything. It's ridiculous
yeah,
that they put all these people, including myself, through that.
hmm
And then
And
yeah,
if-
so here's the
before you,
oh
if there is anybody dealing with any symptoms like that happened after they got the vaccine, I don't know if we'd be able to find it, but there was a doctor that was talking about a certain concoction of different supplements and stuff that you can take that'll actually clean out your veins.
I've heard of
No.
that too, and I haven't really been able to find anything on that
Yeah.
since.
I know niacin does a really good job at cleaning out your veins, but you'll get what's called flushing, which you'll get really pale.
Oh, okay.
Because it like completely cleans out your veins if you take too
Dang.
much niacin.
That sounds kind of sketchy.
Yeah, you have to take a lot for it to do that, but niacin and then garlic, like aged garlic, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I'm
yeah,
not a
so
doctor
here's
though, so I don't.
right.
You know.
I've heard those things before. Speaking of doctors,
What
that
Caleb
so
say?
oh
I just got pretty sick for like a day. Oh yeah.
oh yeah, I felt terrible after it, especially the second one. The second one fucking well, it was terrible.
Yeah, I'm good.
It
I
felt
d-
like I got hit by a fucking train, dude, for like 16 hours that day.
Right.
Dude, it was terrible.
Yeah, I'm good. I
And
don't
then
even.
I had to get 3 at work.
Ugh,
Yeah,
I don't even get
I
my
put
flu
myself through
vaccine.
3 of them. That was, like I said, it was one of my biggest regrets.
Yeah, I don't even get my flu vaccine. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
I don't do those.
Fuck that. I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Mm-mm.
probably gonna get roasted for it, but it is what it is.
That's okay. Yeah. Just the second one was worse.
The third one I had fevers.
Oh, you
I
to
had
get-
fevers
how,
from it.
How many
I-
altogether did you have to get?
Just 3. 3 were the third.
Mm.
The third one was, or like 3 of them were
So they
mandatory.
forced you to get all.
Oh,
those
we have
boosters?
another viewer. I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't even notice that. Scientific research and experimental studies. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So I had these out of order. I was gonna show the video after this, but these doctors are finding that that it is causing a lot of these issues.
Yeah. So
Just like what these people were. that's hilarious.
it's a me. Mario Kaidosis. The one thing about the vaccine too is they were talking about how it was shedding.
Yeah,
Which
from
means-
people to people.
Even a normal person that didn't get the vaccine are still going to experience symptoms like this.
Right. It's terrifying. dude.
Maybe to a
really.
it to me, this goes back to what Bill Gates said in that TED Talks.
Yeah.
If they did an effective job at pushing vaccines, they would eliminate 15% of the population. That was forever ago.
Right.
That shit's scary, man.
It is.
You got. I would never trust the government to force a vaccine on people. I would never trust them to even say.
Oh yeah, Caleb says when he had virtually no symptoms. I've
Yeah.
had it twice, potentially 3 times. I might have had it when it first was announced that it was in the United States, and it was like I had a cold. I pretty much
Yeah.
just took a couple days off work and was fine. My wife was a bit more sick than me, but it wasn't like super serious or anything, And then I had it the second time, felt like shit, but it wasn't really that big of a deal. And then the third time, which the first time is more of the quotes, but the third time it was like I just had a runny nose and that was it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's-
I never tested for it. I got sick here and there, but there was one time where I got sick where it was pretty bad, but
I haven't really.
Eh.
Yeah,
I'm just like, whatever.
it's whatever.
If I die, I die. Whatever. I don't
Right.
know. If it's my time, it's my time. There ain't no control of that. I'm gonna just live my life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much just like that. That's how they create immunity within a population. I thought that almost all vaccines can spread because I mean, when you get a vaccine, it's gonna
Oh, the
shed.
shedding. Yeah.
Yeah, all vaccines will shed, and it'll create more people will get their immunity will develop from it.
It's insane what they're doing to these people. I
Mhm.
mean, including myself, everybody really.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really, really crazy.
Speaking of which, here's your commander in chief about the border.
Hey, you can make this one full screen. Sweet.
Yeah.
They need temporary workers.
Well, let's start that over.
Let's get it done. And by the way, speak to your agricultural communities and ask them if they need temporary workers.
Oh, he's
Let's
talking.
get it.
About migrants.
Yeah, he's talking about migrants.
Yeah, they just put them to work. No, get them out of here.
Speak
They're
to
not
your
supposed to be here.
agricultural communities. So, all these farmers.
But yeah, put them to work in the fields.
Put them to work in the fields. That
sounds like something some Democrat did before.
You know, this guy in office makes the most racist comments I've ever heard, and people just
just
fucking pay no attention.
Sweep it off like it didn't even happen.
There you go. Joe Biden regime bringing back slavery. It's exactly
That's
what
that is.
like.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Just put them
Same
in the
thing with
fields.
Did we talk about last week those people in like Vermont or something that accepted migrants into their home, and it was like,
oh, I don't.
It's like having a personal chef. They said.
Fucking so.
But they
I have a housekeeper.
This guy Joe Biden
Oh,
is
dude.
incentivizing people to volunteer to have a migrant stay in your home, like cook your meals for you, and you get tax credits for it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's.
I mean, You know what?
They're just bringing back slavery now.
I'm all for it.
What is going on here, really?
Hey, if I don't have to clean the house,
right?
I
mean, that's what
that's
what people would be thinking. Like, oh shit, I gotta. You have a slave. That's what that is.
Yeah,
Don't even try to like play it off.
That is That is slavery. That's exactly what he's saying.
Yeah, but yeah, under the guise of you're giving them a place to live. You're feeding them.
I'm pretty sure they
No,
did the same thing with
They're
slaves.
not supposed to be here. If they've done it illegally, they're not supposed to be there. So, like,
oh my gosh.
why? And then here's more on that. New York City Mayor Adams is giving migrants debit cards with up to $10,000 on them.
That's awfully nice of them.
This is like the same thing.
Person is saving us.
Here he is.
You remember that song, Where Are These Rumors Coming From? Did you hear the one about Michael?
The
Did you
quality
hear the
is
one
really
about
terrible.
Mokify? You're
Yeah,
talking
that's okay.
about rumors. Listen, let's get the facts. This is not an American Express card we're giving folks. It's a prepaid debit card, only for food and baby supplies, not Coke 45. This is for food and baby supplies. It puts money back.
Well, yeah, I
into
mean they're
local
gonna
economy.
buy the stuff they need with it, but the whole problem is we're just giving them this stuff.
It's just welfare for illegals.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
that you're paying
It's
for.
welfare for illegals that's coming out of your tax money.
I mean, I yes, they are,
Stop bringing illegals here,
yeah,
and maybe I don't know what the solution is. Maybe you make it easier for people to get their green cards to get here legally.
right.
But there's a tipping point with populations. Like we need workers.
I don't know if we're
but
I don't know if we're at a
Babies,
we're not
grocery
even
stores.
close.
we're
to
not
a
even
tipping
close to
point.
being like overpopulated, but
We're actually underpopulated
yeah, that's what some people would say. I don't know if you believe
within this country. We're
Right.
underpopulated. If you look at like other countries, like India, no,
that.
we're
Right.
very overpopulated.
Right, China and India alone
Well-
hold like over 2/3 of the world's population.
China wouldn't be overpopulated, but all of their people are only on that coastline.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
more
Well, I
to-
mean, they're most of their country is like the Himalayas, so
Yeah,
they're
Their-
kind of forced to the
their population's very, very
dense.
condensed.
Yeah. Let's see what else this guy has to
In
say.
supermarkets. We don't want people buying food outside the city, right in our local economy, local hiring. Avoids food waste. People are not throwing away food because they're getting the food that they are buying and what they want. Saves more than 600,000 taxpayer funds a month, which equals 7.2 million a year. They are getting an average of 30.
Okay, here's my question. If we're talking about terms of money and how much it costs to do this or that or whatever, wouldn't it just be cheaper to deport them?
Yeah.
Then
It
what are
would
we
be
doing?
cheaper to deport them, make them go back to their country. I don't
Make
know.
them go back to the
Just
point of entry and do it the right way.
do it the right way. Yeah, just take them back to the point of entry and be like, hey, let's see if we can. I don't know. I know it's really, really expensive to go through a point of entry to actually get here legally.
Yeah, it is.
It's
yeah.
super expensive. And there's a reason why it's super expensive, but yeah, I don't know. This isn't the way to fix it. You don't just give a bunch of free handouts to people that are. You're just going to incentivize more people to come here.
And the problem, the
and then
major
it's
problem
just
is,
going to fucking collapse.
yeah, and the amount of crime that's been happening since this invasion has been happening is insane. Do you have anything new in the comment here?
No, it's
No, it's the
crazy.
same.
It's
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how to fix it, but I know giving people that come here illegally a bunch of free handouts is not the way.
Right, especially when we're giving other country handouts
Yeah.
under other countries. I'm over it at
It's
this point.
not the way.
And we have more
I
on
don't know the
about
way.
taxes, but yeah, I don't either, but it ain't that way.
It ain't that way.
Here's Kamala Harris talking about how ready she is to take over. Listen to listen to this.
He stated those concerns specifically if he had to pass the powers to you for 1 second, 1 minute.
Okay, here actually first they're going to start doing more of the like these types of videos. Like, oh, how do you feel if, something happens and, we're
Right.
going to have to replace the
It's
president?
because they're trying to replace.
It's going to happen. They're telling you that's going to happen.
Yep.
Getting you ready for it. So then when it happens, your jaw can hit the floor in surprise. Like,
They're slow
didn't-
rolling it.
Heaven
Which-
forbid,
yeah,
I ask
slow
with all due
rolling.
respect. But are you capable? Are you ready to step into the role and do whatever the country would need?
Absolutely ready. But thank God.
and then they always do this. They always do the afterwards. Thank God he's doing great. He's da 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 da.
President
Dude, I
is in
can't
good
stand
shape and good health and is ready to lead in our second term.
What do you
He's
say to those
healthy,
concerns
he's
specifically if
strong,
he had to
he's-
pass the powers to you for
No,
1
he's
second,
not.
1 minute?
Has
Heaven forbid,
has
but,
anybody
I-
even actually listened to him speak? He doesn't know. He doesn't even know what country he's in.
I don't know what happens if, let's say hypothetically, health-wise, that Biden can't make it to the election. What happens? And I mean, obviously, I'm saying that Kamala had to step in because something happened. Hypothetically, I don't, because it's past the point of creating a new ballot. To have
Right.
a new candidate on a ballot, it would have to be Kamala Harris that ran in his place. If Biden,
I mean, that
couldn't.
would make sense. We talked about that last week because
Yeah.
it does kind of seem like they might be propping.
It's like they're trying to prop up Kamala Harris.
Yeah, but also Gavin Newsom.
Yeah.
He went to the White House the other day, and they did a whole. They're doing a whole thing where
Yeah, but another
you're going to
candidate.
start seeing him a lot more. They're going to prop him up, I think.
But if they tried to run another candidate onto the ballot now, at this point, they would lose,
Right. I mean, we talked about that last week too.
which I'm fine with.
Yet, didn't you say that we've passed the date where somebody could enter?
Yeah, we have to, because there's been a bunch of primaries that have already happened.
Yep.
A bunch of
Yep.
a bunch of elections have already happened. All of the early ballots have already went out.
Yeah.
So the majority of early ballots have already
Early
gone out.
ballots shouldn't be a thing.
No.
Oh, I don't think I saved it, but I saw somewhere the other day those the mail ballots that are being sent out
Yeah.
on the exterior of the way they're folded.
There's a little gap.
No, on the exterior where it like is folded, there's a checkbox.
Okay.
Why is there a checkbox there?
That's interesting.
It all should be on the one side of the paper.
Yeah.
Guess what the checkboxes say?
Depending on if you voted Democrat or Republican.
Yep.
Yeah. That makes sense.
That's exactly what it says, Republican or Democrat.
Yeah.
So that way they know before they even
Well-
open them that they can toss they can toss one of them or keep the other one.
So that happened in the 2020 election. A bunch of the mail-in ballots had that kind of. I don't know what the new ones look like, but they had that same thing. They had like a little little cutout, like a little window,
Okay,
that
so
you
they could see.
basically who they voted for. If they voted Republican or Democrat, there's like a little window that you could see on those, and a lot of there was a lot of mail-in ballots that were going for Trump that got thrown out. They were found in dumpsters and all kinds of places.
we're gonna get censored.
Oh, that's okay. They
or,
were
or
though.
shut down. Yeah,
I'm just telling, dude. They can try and censor all they want.
I have some censorship stuff here somewhere we're going to talk about too. So,
Yeah, they can try and censor all they want. A fact is a fact.
oh, it's actually the next one we have.
A fact is a fact, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
There's like, you can try and totally discredit, and people can think otherwise. Like, hey, that's not a fact. I don't believe that. That's fine.
Right.
The truth will eventually come out about everything. It eventually does. Just like the files on who assassinated MLK. It was the FBI. All that shit's gonna come out.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to talk about those files that were released about MLK or about
JFK.
JFK, yeah. Nobody wants to talk about those files because it proves the FBI assassinated MLK, the CIA assassinated JFK.
Mm-hmm.
All of those conspiracy theories that people talk about have been proven true.
That's why that's a lot of times what I'll tell people. What's the difference between a conspiracy theory and truth?
Right.
About 6 to 8 months,
About
or
6 to
or
8
years,
months.
whatever number you want to throw in there, because
Some-
it's just time. Time is the only difference.
Well, that timetable is shortening
Yes.
because of the amount of the way information flows.
And the amount of people who are becoming more and more skeptical about
Correct.
their world around them.
Yep. But back in like the 60s and 70s, information didn't flow as freely.
Right.
And then it was a lot easier to take things that provide information for everything and like kind of stick it in a corner and be like, oh, nobody's going to see that no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it's censorship does not work. It never will.
No. I'm kind of skeptical about showing this, but we might as well anyway. But
Oh, this will get us taken down.
I know it's Tucker Carlson,
It's
so
Tucker Carlson. It'll get us taken
that's
down.
it.
We'll
Got
get a
us taken
copyright
down
strike.
last time.
We probably shouldn't show that because I don't know how many copyright strikes you're allowed before your channel just gets.
I
Completely
don't even see why this would be copyright.
wiped.
It's on the internet.
I don't either.
It's on his own profile. Like
Yeah.
it wouldn't be any different than me reading it on my phone.
Well, it's fair use.
Yeah,
It
That's
should
what I
be-
would
It
think.
should be considered fair use.
It should be. It's already here.
Right.
I'm just like streaming it. I don't see what the big deal is. It's
Right.
really stupid.
But so he's.
I guess we can talk about it instead
Yeah.
of showing it.
So you're saying the Pentagon, the U.S. Department of Defense censored Americans during the 2020 elections? Dude, that
Yes,
100%
the
happened.
Pentagon admitted to interfering with the election cycle in 2020.
100%.
They're going to do the exact same thing this time.
Yep.
I certainly hope that more and more people realize what's happening. We talked about last week the guy who invented the software that can completely sway an election.
So what that's saying is they basically created artificial intelligence-based censorship technologies, which were created by DARPA to take on ISIS.
I want to show this so much. This
I
guy,
know.
the way this guy explains this whole thing, we probably can't even have the audio. I don't know if it actually has Tucker. Oh, I guess there goes the audio.
Oh well. Maybe as long as they don't show the video.
I don't know. It's probably gonna.
Hey Caleb, let us know if we get taken down if you're still watching.
Yeah, you'll have to text me.
Oh, it's not showing any audio up there anyways. We don't have anything for audio for the video on this scene.
Okay. Okay, I guess
Yeah.
we're good then.
Yeah, I just realized that.
We were talking over most of it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing that's showing audio up here. All right, yeah, maybe not. Go ahead and play the video. Screw it.
Okay.
Just play some of it. It's only
Here.
3 minutes.
Council in
you
January
go.
2017
moved immediately to pressure European governments to pass censorship laws to create a transatlantic flank attack on free speech in exactly the way that Rick Stengel essentially called for to have U.S. mimic European censorship laws. One of the ways they did this was by getting Germany to pass something called NetzDG in August 2017, which was essentially kicked off the era of automated censorship in the U.S. What NetzDG required was, unless social media platforms wanted to pay a $54 million fine for each instance of speech, each post left up on their platform for more than 48 hours that had been identified as hate speech, they would be fined basically into bankruptcy when you aggregate 54 million over tens of thousands of posts per day.
Okay, so they were fining them.
Oh, interesting.
Fining them for not censoring? Is that what he's saying?
And the
so.
safe haven around that was if they deployed artificial intelligence-based censorship technologies, which had been, again, created by DARPA to take on ISIS, to be able to scan and ban speech automatically. And this gave, I call these weapons of mass deletion. These are essentially the ability to censor tens of millions of posts with just a few lines of code. And the way this is done is by aggregating.
Right now.
Basically, the field of censorship science fuses together two disparate groups of study, if you will. There's the sort of political and social scientists who are the sort of thought leaders of what should be censored. And then there are the sort of quants, if you will. These are the programmers, the computational data scientists, computational linguistics. Every university, there's over 60 universities now who get federal government grants to do this censorship, the censorship work and the censorship preparation work.
That's insane.
Where what they do is they create these code books.
They're given money to like research that stuff and like perfect their fucking
The crazy thing
tools
is,
and everything. That's insane.
the crazy thing is he's talking about through DARPA. Your taxpayer money
Yeah.
was used to silence you if you had an opinion that they did not like.
Right.
That's fucked up.
Of the language that people
is.
use, the same way they did for
And it
ISIS.
doesn't
They did
surprise
this, for
me. That's the
example, with
worst
COVID.
part.
They created these code.
Uh-oh.
Wait.
Don't tell me.
Uh-oh.
Don't tell me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Are you serious right now?
Hold on. Oh, we're
I
good.
think we're good. It's green over
We're good.
on the software.
No, we're
COVID
not.
lexicon.
We're not good. It's so far behind. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a delay.
All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're good. Okay. But yeah, it's just that. It's the simple fact that they fucking used taxpayer money to censor people that had an opinion that they did not like.
Right.
That's crazy.
Go figure though, right?
Right. So that would be like you taking your money, your own money, and fucking duct taping it to your mouth so you can't speak.
Right.
I mean, metaphorically, it's the same thing.
Right.
Dude, Twitter is like a madhouse.
It is.
Just saying. I seen one of the videos you scrolled past. I'm like, what the hell is happening?
It's weird because like
You kind of have to be careful what you're.
you do. That's why like I don't take everything we show. I don't really take it seriously. It's more like we're showing something and giving our 2 cents on it. It's not like any of it's like.
I only have 1 cent.
But the weird, right? Same. I don't even. I have less than 1 cent. But Twitter is like weird because you'll see in the comments like people are talking about stuff that is not even related to what the post is.
Yeah.
Here's a good one about it's actually not a good
Dude,
one.
that dog. If you show that dog, they have.
This is how many times
I don't know why they haven't put that dog down.
I know he's bit 24 Secret Service personnel
Yeah.
before he was removed from the White House.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, is there a comment? Are we sure it was the dog and not Joe Biden? Did Joe Biden bite 11 of his?
Right. That's crazy. Oh, this is just like, is that today? Today the 26th?
No, that's September, dude.
Oh, that's last year. Oh yeah, September.
That's how like that dog is bit. That dog is bitten so, and it's a beautiful German Shepherd.
It is.
Like I would take that German Shepherd and train it.
I
but-
wouldn't.
No,
Not that one.
not that one.
Not that one. That one's Joe
No.
Biden's.
Yeah, that one's Joe Biden's. Yeah.
No, thank you.
Anyways, I mean, it's a beautiful German Shepherd.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No, here's one for you.
I feel bad for any dog that's sitting in the White House for
Why-
Joe Biden.
Why does Amazon need AI to scan images on the internet for firearms? That's hilarious right there.
So does Amazon scan any image?
Is this legit?
I don't know. Does it scan any image?
I
Or
don't
is
know,
it-
but like, why would Amazon need that?
Well,
Unless of course they're being,
I
you
could
know,
see if
obviously paid
there's-
to disclose this information to anybody who would need it.
I could see because you can have a seller on Amazon, right? You could be if you signed up, you could be a seller on Amazon.
Right.
Now, if they have it set up to where it scans their own system to see if somebody's trying to sell firearms or something like
right.
that, because Amazon doesn't have an FFL,
That would make sense.
that would
That would make
understand
sense.
that. So I kind of want to know what they're scanning. If Amazon has, if somehow they're able to scan through your Facebook photos,
Right.
and let's say in your Facebook photo you have a firearm in your Facebook photo, and then Amazon can they disclose or do whatever. I don't know. That's sketchy.
Yeah, it's a little. Yeah, that's definitely sketchy.
And then that goes into you would be able to have an antitrust lawsuit against that.
Right.
You really would, because you can't trust a company with your privacy, which you should.
I mean,
Technically, you should be able to, but you can't anymore.
yeah, you can anyways.
Which every single company out there that is violating people's rights like that is subject to an antitrust lawsuit
Yeah.
easily.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a few minutes ago you talked about, like the JFK documents and stuff. Here's some documents they're talking about releasing.
Oh yeah, some Epstein documents.
Yeah, Florida State has passed a bill to release the transcripts of a 2006 grand jury that investigated Jeffrey Epstein's sexual assaults of underage girls.
Oh, please release that. Do you know why? Because during that one, one of the only witnesses that was beneficial to the case was Trump.
Okay.
Not many people know that. Nobody else would talk to the FBI about it. Trump was like open about everything. Like, oh no, I know exactly what this guy's doing, and
Okay.
was releasing a bunch of stuff. That's
Huh.
why when people try and talk about how Trump was friends with Epstein, blah blah blah, like Trump is so I know how you feel about Trump, but he is really good at blending himself in with bad people and then collecting information on bad people. He's done it. He was he was an FBI informant in 1980 something
That doesn't surprise me.
against the mafia.
I think we've talked about that before.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Interesting.
I don't know. It's interesting. I think that I'm not saying Trump's a good guy.
Excuse me.
I'm not saying he's a good guy. But I think
I
there's
don't like that guy.
yeah, I think there's a lot of things with Trump that people that aren't aware of. It's the same thing that goes back to like Nikola Tesla. The person that went in and collected all of Nikola Tesla's stuff was Trump's grandfather that worked in the FBI.
Okay, yeah, we've talked about that before too, I remember.
Yep. Which, if you want somebody to fix the economy, you release all those technologies that people aren't aware of.
Yeah, no kidding.
Our economy's fixed. Be pretty simple.
Speaking
Really
of
would.
fixed economy, we definitely need.
You like that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's one. I'm not really sure on this as far as the legitimacy of not really necessarily the whole thing, but the history of it. But J.P. Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon, he sold $150 million worth of his own shares, and supposedly it's the first time in history he's done so. I don't know if that is or not. And it very well could even be strategic, but I guess the bottom line is that the economy's not doing great, and this should be technically a sign to somebody who pays attention to it.
In the in the financial industry, yeah, that's
that's what I'm thinking.
really big sign.
It's like in what was that 2008 when they were like bailing out the
banks
and the car
GM,
companies,
yeah.
and Ford took out like a huge
loan
or whatever, and that was the only reason that they like survived.
Which good on
didn't
them,
need to be
dude.
bailed out.
They didn't want to rely on the government, which companies shouldn't rely on the government
Right.
anyways. Like, yeah, you have the assets. Take a loan out instead of fucking getting taxpayer money to bail your ass out.
Right.
That's the biggest bullcrap ever.
It is.
You're a fucking.
And the worst thing about it
company.
was like there were like people who supported it.
Right. Like, oh yeah, bail out
Yeah,
GM.
bail out GM. Well, because they're so obsessed with their fucking Silverados and fucking,
I mean, I'm obsessed with my Sierra. I love my Sierra, but come on.
Right. I mean, if you're gonna fail, you're gonna fail.
Right.
It's not.
It's
not on the taxpayers to fucking keep you alive.
It would have been just as easy for GM to do exactly what Ford did.
Right.
They have plenty of assets to take a loan against. Yeah, they would have had to pay it back, but there was a point in time, actually, during COVID, when everybody was getting those checks. They increased the unemployment checks. They had all kinds of extra money that they were just handing out.
They were just handing out, and then
a lot of people blew that on
stimulus checks, and
yeah, a lot of people blew those on new vehicles. A lot of people blew it on stuff where I work. Like,
oh yeah, just gambling and whatever else.
Yeah, a lot of people blew it on useless stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's crazy, but yeah, I don't know.
Here we are.
Just more the economy. Yeah, the Bidenomics.
Yeah, it's working. It's doing great.
So great.
So great that
doing
J.P. Morgan CEO is selling his shares. We're doing great.
Yeah,
Bidenomics is
so
working.
great. I'm not sure that he actually was voted in, but yeah, I don't know.
Right, me neither. I don't think so either.
Maybe Kelly Wong voted him in.
Yeah, speaking of which, Kelly Wong. Here you go. Here's a video.
咁就其實喺2年前我嚟到三藩市嘅時候咧，
咁
我就認識咗好多。
And they make
三藩
her
市有好多嘅權利㗎喎，好多權利係好
gives her
多
position on
非
the
公民啊、
elections
移民咧
commission.
都可以
You're
享
not
有
even a
嘅，包
citizen.
括咧，就算你唔係公民咧，都可以咧去做委員，去影響政策嘅。好多
The only
時
thing
其
I
實我哋
understood
華
of it
裔啦，
was Joe
或者
Biden.
亞裔嘅聲音咧都比較薄弱，咁咧特別係識講中文或者其他語言嘅人咧更加少咧係有個代表性嘅喺個議會上面，所以我覺得亦都
I told you.
What was that one senator's name that was sleeping with a Chinese spy?
Eric Swalwell.
Eric Swalwell, yeah.
Fang Fang was the spy.
Fang. I wonder if she knows Fang.
Possibly.
I bet they're probably really good.
I mean, she's not even an American citizen, and they make her whatever position.
She's on the elections.
She's on the elections commission.
Here's the point. I would almost guarantee that this is a Chinese spy. You wanna know why? Because a lot of the information that was during the last election was sent over to on the Chinese servers.
Oh, like all
And
the
the-
analytics and stuff.
The one person that was caught here in Lansing, in East Lansing,
There she is swearing in.
there was the one dude that was arrested here in East Lansing that was running Connect, the
Okay.
company Connect, and that was linked to elections all over the United States, and all that information traveled here to Michigan, and then it got sent over to China on their servers,
Okay.
and he was fucking arrested with it.
Sounds right.
You know what? What was that one guy's house that got blown up? James Yu?
James? Is it James or Jason? I think it's James.
I'm pretty sure the guy that was running Connect was Eugene Yu.
Yeah, that was his dad. Well, let me see. I don't have the keyboard.
No way that those were related. Were they? Because Eugene Yu got arrested and was being charged for
Okay, let me look that up. Hold on.
live dig. Sorry, that's really interesting to me. So James Yu was that he was actually linked to like CIA type stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and his that dude's house was one that got blown up. But Eugene, Yu,
Yes.
if you type in let me hold on. I'm gonna look at my phone. If we look up Eugene Yu.
I don't know if I have that spelled right. Because I'm not getting anything.
Maybe not.
Might not be the same guy. Okay, so it is James Yu.
Connect. Konnech. CEO of election software firm held on ID theft or ID info theft. I got it.
Okay.
Eugene Yu. Connect. So it's Konnech. And then Eugene, and then YU. There you go.
Okay, so it's not the same.
It's not the same spelling?
No.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So this here.
Yep. Yeah, sorry. That's interesting because that name just popped in my head. I'm like, wait, what? Now that I think about it, are they related? But maybe I'm.
No, I don't believe they are.
Oh, yeah, he was arrested for
LA,
that.
LA drops criminal charges against election software executive.
Yeah, they dropped him and then recharged. Like, he was arrested multiple times.
Okay.
But yeah, that's Eugene Yu. That dude, he was running Connect, which is based out of like East Lansing.
Okay.
All of
so
that
like
information
right
was-
over by the Capitol.
Right over by the Capitol, yeah. All that information for the election, everybody's identity throughout the country. It wasn't just in Michigan. It was all over the United States.
Right.
All that information went through Connect to
Over to
right
China.
there, storing data about poll workers on servers in China.
Okay, right here.
They claim it had no impact on votes. Okay. But yeah, that was an interesting name click in my head.
Yeah, that was.
I was like, wait, are they related?
Well,
They
the
may
spelling's different. But I don't think they are.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's pretty crazy though.
Yeah.
This is pretty crazy as well. This is what we're coming to in our country right here.
Some good old police state type stuff.
Yep.
Yay.
So here's somebody's house being raided over January 6th, I don't know if these people were in attendance at the protest or whatever, but
You guys go. Move it. Stay right here. I'll tell you when you bring it in. Yep.
You just had surgery. Nobody in our house.
Where did you have surgery?
You had surgery on the left wrist.
Left wrist. Okay. It's okay, buddy. It's okay, buddy.
He had surgery because he had a cyst. He just went to the VA on Friday.
Okay.
I can't really understand what they're saying.
No. Yeah, that's so. They were. I could have swore there was a thing in the Constitution about not having like military used on our own citizens, basically, right? There's something along the lines of not using military on our own citizens. There's something in that in there
I
somewhere.
imagine probably. I don't know, honestly.
Because there's a fine line between military and then, like SWAT.
Right.
Like I know when SWAT started to be a thing, there was a big thing about fighting against the SWAT
Right.
because it's militaristic.
It is, yeah. I don't know. It shouldn't be a thing,
No, it really shouldn't.
but this is definitely what we've come to is that they'll just raid your home over whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
crazy.
know the context here I don't know if these people were at the protest or whatever, but
Yeah, it's kind of there's no really context.
I mean, like we've talked about they're throwing people in prison for years and years and years and years for some of them weren't even there.
Yeah. Yeah, they weren't even throwing them just in prison, dude. They're throwing them in solitary confinement,
Yeah.
which I know for a fact there is a thing in the Constitution about, like, basically the amount of punishment that somebody can have for something. I forget what it's called. I'm having a brain fart.
Like a limited punishment.
No, kind of
thing?
like when a punishment is too harsh.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I know what you mean. I don't know what it's
I
called.
forget what it's called. My brain ain't working right now.
That's fine. That's normal.
It's
It's completely
normal
normal.
for my brain not to work.
Yeah,
I
it's
gotcha.
completely normal.
It's completely normal. Yeah.
So I think this is pretty much has to do with the same.
Oh, nice.
Mayor Henyard. I don't know where she's from. Okay.
My stomach.
Where is this?
She is from.
She's being accused of launching police raids. So it's essentially the same thing. Police raids against businesses. Oh, so this is a different scenario. But raiding businesses that won't pay the Queen's ransom.
Nice.
What is that?
I would
We got a
imagine.
comment here.
Yeah, it's Caleb. From what I'm reading, there. You know that little heart
There
thing
isn't a
drives
ban,
me
okay.
crazy.
Yeah, why is that gotta be there? Right in the way. The only way it's out of the way is if we
Yeah.
drag this like way over here.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And then we can't have it here.
No. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, they
I'm not
they
sure
do
if
whatever
there
they
was
want
a
anyway.
ban on using military force, but
I don't think so. There's a
there should.
I don't know what amendment it is, but there's one where the military can stay in your home.
That's under martial law, though.
Yeah, under martial. Well, I don't think it's necessarily martial law. I think it's I don't remember exactly what it says.
Hmm.
Maybe it is martial law.
I'm not sure. I thought that was martial law. Under martial law, that they can occupy your home if they need it.
Right.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Or not.
Or not. Or they could
not
just,
welcome here.
you know what? You can fucking stay in the yard.
Right.
No, you're on my property. You need to get off the yard.
So yeah, this mayor's being accused. Oh, this is Illinois. Raiding businesses. Multiple local businesses were said to have been raided by local police.
It's Illinois. It's over taxes. She's probably increased the taxes drastically, and they don't want to pay it, so they're trying to fight against it, and now they're being raided by police. I haven't even read the article. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, is it taxes though? Because
the way that
the
that's
Queen's
worded,
ransom
the
is
Queen's
that
ransom, it's she probably increased taxes for something, like local taxes, which let's see. They rushed in here, put police at the front door.
Yeah. Damn.
Oh no, it's just a donation. Hold on.
So
Brown,
this person was saying was like there was nothing going on, and then all of a sudden 10 police cars rolled up,
yeah.
threatening to lock you down.
She's scroll up a little bit. It says Brown went on to suggest that the raids were done as warning to other businesses. I'm sure that they were asked to make a donation, and most likely they didn't make a donation. So you don't get a chance to stay open if you don't pay the Queen's ransom.
Whatever. I don't know what this Queen's ransom is.
So it's a mafia tactic.
Pretty much, yeah.
Tactic.
Yeah, they were terrorizing businesses to pay up their portion of some.
It's a mafia thing where like a mafia boss would be like, hey, if you don't want your business to burn down, you're gonna have to pay me for your safety.
Right.
And if they don't pay, they burn the business down.
Sounds right. And this is mayor.
It's just a
even better.
Yeah. Huh. That's pretty.
Probably nothing will happen though.
Not to the mayor, no.
She reportedly has a combined salary of nearly $300,000
as a mayor.
Yeah.
Oh.
More than the state's governor.
Dude, I'm in the wrong field. I should
Right.
just get into politics.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Here you go. The Democrat had also previously posted on Instagram. Oh, I don't have this showing. A video of herself chatting with President Biden at the White House on January 19th. I feel like I might have seen that video posted on Twitter.
As she said, in a public meeting earlier this month, declaring I am the leader, and slammed fellow officials by saying that despite the fact y'all are beating and attacking
Y'all are black. Beating and attacking on a woman that's in power, excuse me.
Over her spending. Look, we're spending money. That's not
Right.
yours.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
That's the crazy thing is like anybody in politics or anybody within government, they just sit there and spend money, and it's not even their money to spend.
Right.
They just
on whatever.
On whatever.
On whatever.
It doesn't even matter. Yeah, it's taxpayer money, but they just. But that, like, then you go to the argument. Well, that's why we vote them in, is so they can make those decisions.
Right.
But why the fuck are we voting people in that even are willing to spend other people's money?
On whatever.
On whatever. At whatever price.
I mean, if there's some things I feel like I could probably justify having the people pay for. Even though I am just overall against taxes, but there's some things where I could be like, oh, I could, okay, yeah, I guess I could see it.
Right.
I forget where I was going with that.
But that goes back to the thing, the way the country used to run. It used to run.
Tariffs,
nobody
yeah.
would ever pay taxes. It just run on tariff.
Which I'm fine with.
That was where products that were made here are sold to other countries. Those countries would pay a tax on that whatever was produced, and then that's what would fund the government.
I think one thing that would actually make a huge difference is if they actually used the portion of the taxes that are meant to pay for certain things. Like Actually, I have an example.
Oh, you mean actually use
Use
gas
them-
tax to
yeah,
pay
like-
for the roads?
Exactly.
To fix the damn roads?
Exactly. So here you go. Here's an example of all the taxes we pay. I don't even know if this is all of them. Look at this. Taxes land, taxes bed, tax the table at which he's fed. I like
This is a
this.
nice little poem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taxes work, taxes pay. He works for peanuts anyway. Taxes cow, taxes goat, taxes pants, taxes coat. Taxes tobacco, taxes drink. Tax him if he tries to think. Taxes car, taxes gas. Find other ways to tax his ass. Tax all he has, then let him know that you won't be done until he has no dough. When he screams and hollers, then tax him some more. Tax him till he has a sore, or he's good and sore. Then tax his coffin, tax his grave, tax the sod in which he's laid. Tax, excuse me. When he's gone, do not relax. It's time to apply the inheritance tax.
Yeah, it's so.
And that's how it goes. Dang, man.
I know, my stomach is going crazy.
But then look at this. Look at all these taxes, man.
Yeah, you think about it. It's
How many of these do we not need? Virtually all of them.
all of them. Yeah. Well, you could take
Like-
your money. Your money's already taxed from income tax. Right?
Yeah.
You take that money and then you go to buy a mortgage.
Tax.
It's taxed.
I think that's on here somewhere.
Yeah,
Oh, mortgage
pay for
tax.
your land. That's taxed.
There
you
it
pay.
is. Mortgage land. Yeah.
You buy your fishing license. That's taxed for money that's already taxed. You
Yep.
buy gas. That's already taxed for money that's already taxed. What?
It's insanity. What? We shouldn't be doing this.
It's not just taxed once.
Right.
Your money is taxed so many times that your money has no more value.
Right.
No more value.
I hate taxes.
Yeah.
I really do. I filed mine the other day. I
Right.
hate the whole process. I hate everything about it. Speaking of which, here's a video. Let's check this out.
But I'm gonna do it anyway because
This is- I feel like most people feel
I
this
was a
way
little
at
reluctant
this
to make
point.
this video, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I think it might resonate with a lot of people out there. A lot of Americans feeling the same way. And that is, I've decided, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm no longer following the laws of the United States of America.
Dude, I am right there with you on that.
That was like
For
last,
real.
like last podcast. When I didn't talk about it on the podcast, but like when I came over here, what I had,
Oh yeah,
it's the same thing.
exactly.
Why are
Like,
we
fuck your law.
expected to obey any laws when right here behind me, where we have a wide open southern border,
Oh, I got one ear out.
Joe Biden doesn't even
Oh,
follow
I'm
the
good.
laws and has left the border open for
I think I hear
3.5 years, and we have 15 million criminals now in our country.
right.
So if Joe Biden and the people who are at the top, Alejandro Mayorkas, and all of
Well,
these
he got fired.
scumbags,
Yeah.
if they can't follow the laws, then we, the people, shouldn't be expected to follow the laws either.
I agree. Wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
I feel like this is just a
Well, I was a
transcript.
little
Oh yeah, it's a transcript of what he just said. And then here's this thing. I saved it from here. That little poem. That's hilarious.
Nice. I like it.
Reluctant to make this
It's a
video.
really good poem.
It is. I mean, it definitely resonates.
Yeah.
Here, I always like James O'Keefe's like inside, like his
Dude,
whatever you want to call these, like
his way of journalism,
undercover things. Yeah,
It's
it's definitely
amazing.
it's effective too.
Yeah.
Here's one. We'll
Everybody.
watch the whole thing. It's 12 minutes, but they had an IRS official
Alex Molina.
has no problem going after the small people and putting people in prison and destroying their lives. This guy admits to it in this video.
See, that's fucking messed up.
Right.
Using AI to access everybody's bank accounts nationwide.
Right. State's IRS agents stating the first person you shoot, you're gonna remember, but after that, you're gonna shoot like 100 people and you're not even gonna remember them.
Dude, we have a bunch of fucking psychopaths that are just running everything.
He says IRS agents are assholes. They're all definition of an asshole, all of them. He is one.
Yeah.
Bank account?
They see the amount in your bank account, yes.
I can't. Is it constitutional to do that?
I doubt it. They are assholes.
Really?
They are the definition of an asshole. All of them. They have no problem like going after the small people, putting people in prison, like destroying people's life. They have no problem doing that. They said that we were all nice when we started. Now look at us.
Dude, the fact that
The
were
IRS
just,
shouldn't even exist.
No, it was legal. It was illegally put in place.
Yeah.
In 1913, it didn't have a full vote, even.
Right.
The same with the FBI.
The Titanic was the whole thing that brought it together too.
John Jacob Astor.
Uh-huh.
Yep. He was one of the primary people that were fighting against it. I personally think that the Titanic was a hit job.
Yeah, I do too.
It was a hit job.
I mean, wasn't J.P. Morgan supposed to be on there?
He was supposed to be
like,
on it, and he decided the last minute not to go on it.
I think he caught wind of it.
Well, J.P. Morgan was.
I think he heard what was supposed to happen to him on there, and that's why he quit, or like why he backed out. Like it was like the day before they were supposed to leave.
But J.P. Morgan was for the taxes, and for the creation of the Federal Reserve and the IRS.
Oh right, yeah, but okay.
J.P. Morgan knew exactly what was going.
That's what I think too.
And he was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna cancel my trip." Yeah. No, it's a shame.
Right. Speaking of taxes too, here, earlier this week or this last week, whatever, Joe Biden went to East Palestine, Ohio, where the train derailment was. Around this time last year. The one I'm sure most people don't remember that.
Yeah, the train derailment created a bunch of.
There was that black plume. They burned off all that. What was that? Some sort of chloride. I don't remember exactly.
It wasn't good. That's all.
No,
I
it
know.
wasn't good. Yeah. Anyways,
it was
so
not good.
the Joe Biden went there, was met with a bunch of protesters, screaming, "Let's go, Brandon," and all that fun stuff. The residents are saying that they're being taxed on Norfolk Southern recovery money. So, let me get this straight. A town that has a train that goes through it has some infrastructure issues. Train derailment happens. The government doesn't tell anybody. They come, they burn off all this toxic, whatever you want to call it, material, releasing a bunch of chemicals into the air and, causing all kinds of problems in the area, and then tax the people for it to clean it up.
Makes sense, and I can tell you why. The railroad companies, who owns the railroads?
I don't know. I don't play enough Monopoly.
No. No, it's those big names.
Oh yeah,
Rockefeller,
definitely.
Rothschilds,
Yeah.
those. Okay. What do the railroad companies own? Who's the parent companies to the Federal Reserve? It's all the railroad companies. The Federal Reserve is owned by the railroad companies.
Okay.
Now you see why they're going to pay tax for it. Doesn't matter if the government's intervening or not. The railroad companies are going to force you to pay taxes no matter what.
Right.
And they'll use their government arm to do it.
So it's really not much different than like the whole GM thing.
Nope. It's a company it's a we haven't our government has switched over from being a government for the people by the people
Mm-hmm.
to a government by the corporation for the corporation.
Mm-hmm. And fuck the people.
And fuck the people. That's just the bottom line.
Yeah.
That's what it's become. Because it is, and it's been that way for a while, but they've slowly increased it to the point where now it's just straight fuck the people. Like when you talk about the railroad companies, dude, the railroad companies have plenty of money where they could pay for this themselves.
Right.
And which they should.
Yeah, exactly.
But they are so fucking greedy.
It's like the failure of our Department of Transportation as a whole, and as the leader of that department, Pete Buttigieg, who's spent more of his time on vacation
Pete
than
Buttgig.
Yeah, Buttigieg. It's a direct failure on his watch that these kind of things happen as frequently as they have been happening, and why these people are being subject to higher taxes. It all goes down to the failure of our supposed leadership.
Yeah.
This stuff is all planned too, in my opinion. It's all a part of
there was this train derailment. There was another train derailment in Michigan, over in Detroit area.
Yeah.
It was over in Detroit area, and I think there was another one after that.
There's been all kinds of them.
There's been all kinds of trains. They're all Norfolk Southern. They were all carrying relatively the same chemicals. Yeah.
And not to mention that train derailment in East Palestine. Not a few years prior, they had a movie that they made about a train derailment similar to the one that happened in real life.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of movies, though, not to jump off this subject, but speaking of movies, the Obama movie.
Yeah.
Makes me think about this weird cyber attack thing that happened.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be getting into that too. We're gonna be getting into that.
It's just a weird coincidence thing. I mean,
similar to, I mean, they have that movie that talked about the cyber attacks, and then we have another movie coming out in a few weeks, I think, or next month. The Civil War one is coming out. They talk about these things before they happen, and just like the train.
Dude, I'm pretty sure a Civil War. So you're gonna have some people that are fucking dumb that are gonna side with the federal government. But what I see happening is if a civil war did break out, it's gonna be like your normal people versus the federal government, basically.
Yeah.
And I think the majority of the military and the federal government, the majority of the military with the federal government is going to side with the people. The majority. Even if it's 50-50.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here you go. I thought Norfolk Southern were doing everything, and they were supposed to when you get the whammo. Wait. They were doing everything they were supposed to. Then you get the whammo 1099 in the mail.
Oh, dude, that's messed up.
They were told that Norfolk Southern was supposed to take care of the whole cleanup and all that stuff. Sure enough, here they are. They're getting 1099s in the mail. They told us it was free, and they then they just got papers in the mail with our W-2s saying we had to pay taxes on it. The money they finally paid us back for loss of wages. Yeah, that's ridiculous. So they're giving them their money back for lost wages, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, you got to pay taxes on those."
Yeah, that's just.
Wasn't the stimulus checks the same though? Were those taxed or not? I don't remember.
I don't even remember. I think
we shouldn't have got them anyway.
No, I think there was a portion of them that you had to pay back.
I think you might be right.
Or something, or they took it out of taxes. I know the year after.
Oh, here, this is a good one right here. Norfolk Southern is committed to making it right in East Palestine.
Mm.
To date, we have contributed more than 103 million to the community, including 21 million directly to residents. I was hearing that they haven't really done much at all.
I doubt they did.
I feel like at 103 million, they'd have a lot of stuff done, a lot of things cleaned up, and a lot of, at like 103 million. That's insane.
Well, let's say hypothetically you're a company like this, right? And then you already planned on using taxpayer money to complete these projects, okay? So let's say you go, okay, yeah, this project's going to cost me $100 million, but I bet you I can pocket 50 million of that dollars in my own pocket, and I can do this job for 50 million, and then so that way I'm going to charge the taxpayers 100 million. I'm gonna pocket 50 million myself, and then I'm gonna do the job for 50 million. Hey, that's how that works. A lot of them just funnel the shit in their own pocket and never actually do anything. That's why our roads are as shit as they are. And then when they try and fix them, they fix them all at once, and then it fucks everything.
Slows everything down. It's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Bunch of jackass.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you brought up the cyber attacks and cell phone stuff. Like we've talked about, they're gonna try and blame the sun. Here's the thing: they're saying that there was like this X 6.3 class solar flare that knocked out the cell phones for several hours the other day. So here's what I think about that. They monitor the sun 24/7.
Oh, 100%.
Most of the like 99.9% of the time they can detect these solar flares before they happen, and whether or not that's going to be directed towards us. And that a lot of times you're like, oh yeah, there's this solar flare, blah blah blah. Look to the north, you might see aurora borealis. That's what it's caused by the electromagnetic frequencies and the way it messes with our magnetic field, and that's where you get your northern lights. They usually tell us before they have, oh, there's a solar flare, look north, you might see the lights. We got no warning. That's red
weird.
flag number one for me. If they're saying, oh, the sun knocked out the cell phones for a few hours, I call bullshit, because they would normally they tell us, oh yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
I call bullshit. That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen. This is gonna become more frequent.
I'm calling bullshit too, especially because not long before this cyber attack, this weird attack that happened, they were talking about how Russia had put this satellite in place that can eliminate other satellites. That wasn't much long. Like that was right before,
like literally last week. Yeah.
And they were all worried about this big attack from Russia.
Yeah, and then they said they don't have any proof that they actually put anything up yet.
Yeah.
Or even have anything developed.
It's kind of very ironic that all of a sudden that we had this whole weird ass thing happen. I don't know.
Along with that, the cell phone thing, pharmacies nationwide that use this, they use the same program to issue prescriptions and stuff to patients. And that their software experienced a cyber attack at the same time the cell phones were down.
Yeah, weird. Yeah, I don't necessarily think it was Russia. I think it was
China.
A place called China.
Yeah, I think if anything, it would be China.
Mm-hmm.
See if there's anything down in the comments.
It's one of those things.
Yeah, I heard quite a bit of people saying that like ham radio was fine. It was pretty much just like phones.
Yeah.
It's also weird that at the same time that the phones were down, there was a balloon.
Another balloon, yeah.
Another balloon detected over Colorado.
Yeah, it's weird.
I have
Did,
some right here. They're saying it's a hobbyist balloon.
But could it have been
Could
like
have been,
some
yeah,
weird
probably.
spy balloon that had some type of weird EMP type
Right.
signal blocker or some shit on it?
Right. Could have been, maybe. Maybe.
What would be interesting if you had that theory, if you took that theory and said, okay, let's see where the balloon traveled, right? You look at the balloon's path and when it traveled,
Mhm.
and then you look at the times that where it was throughout the sky, and then look at the outages for
Oh yeah, see, like if it went as like a wave,
right.
as this thing traversed across the.
Because if there's correlation there, I mean, it'd
That'd
be
be
kinda
pretty
interesting.
crazy. Yeah. So this CNN article is saying the outage was resolved.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Th-
Yeah.
That's good. Thanks. AT&T acknowledged widespread network outage across United States, leaving customers unable to place calls, text, or access the internet.
Hmm.
No official reason for the outage.
Yeah. I bet.
Right.
There's no indication the outage is a result of a cyber attack.
I mean, even if they didn't like
That
even if they're truthful in saying that, any of this, if it was a cyber attack, it's pretty likely that they wouldn't even know anyway.
Yeah,
There,
it's one of those
of
things
course,
that-
there wouldn't be an indication. You just wouldn't know that you were cyber attacked. You just be, oh, that was a weird little blip.
That was weird. Everything went out all of a sudden.
Yeah, and now, yeah. All right. Oh, back to migrants. Here's
Back to
here's
migrants.
one.
We got a bunch of naked migrants running around. Is that what it is?
It appears to be that
maybe
way.
in New York City.
I could definitely believe it in New York City or even Los Angeles. New York City police arrest Amazon driver after he was attacked and robbed by an illegal alien who was naked.
Now, to be fair,
Why was the Amazon driver arrested?
yeah, I think I would probably just run around naked if I was an illegal immigrant too.
Right?
Why not?
Why not?
You've already broken the law.
Especially in New York. I mean, if you get arrested, they'll just let you go the next.
Yeah, they'll just let you go. Within a
Either
couple
the next day
hours.
or a couple hours. Oh, is this? Here we go. Here's the article. Oh, he had to slam naked drunk migrant. Oh, he's also drunk. Good.
I was unloading my
Slammed
stuff
him in
and
the
it-
head with a snowball to keep the deranged asylum seeker from making off with his packages. So he was put in cuffs because he hit the guy with a snowball.
Yeah, he said I was unloading my stuff and a guy, he was like a pervert. He had his penis out.
The driver who has it identified as Abu and told it. Okay.
He was on the corner of the street jerking off.
What the hell, dude?
I told him, "Hey, what are you doing?"
And he went in my van where all my mail and everything was at. I pushed him away and he ran towards me. He was going to aggressively hit me. I really had to protect myself.
Bro, what a fucked up scenario.
No kidding. Yeah, protecting yourself and then you get handcuffed for it.
You're just
Oh,
like
this is fun.
You're just like sitting there like trying to unload your deliveries, right?
Oh, that's glitchy as fuck. What is the deal here?
I don't know.
Is it the mouse? Could be. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
You're just sitting there trying to unload your packages, right?
And then you
see
just
a
get
guy-
jumped by a naked
you
guy.
see a
and-
guy butt ass naked on the corner, sitting there jerking his meat. You're like, hey, buddy.
I probably would have just leave him alone, honestly.
I mean,
You confront the dude now.
Yeah.
Now you can have his attention.
you have his attention. He starts running at you, so you're throwing snowballs
Now,
at
I would
him.
have just left him there.
Uh,
Oh, here you go. About Abu, who left the would-be thief with swelling and bruising on his face, charged with third-degree assault, and released on desk appearance ticket. He was trying to aggressively hurt me, and I just protected myself and my property from my job. That's it. I ended up being taken. Oh, that's stupid.
Read the next one.
It's ridiculous because I asked the cops for help. Yeah, that sounds right. I ran to the cops and said, "Hey, can you please get this guy? I don't want to hurt him. I already hit him with a snowball."
And he was hurt pretty bad. He was pretty hurt from a snowball.
Oh my goodness. What kind of snowball was it? Just
in all honesty, this I don't doubt that this probably happened, but this story sounds so fucking ridiculous.
It does.
It sounds
so
so
crazy.
fucking ridiculous. I don't know. It's like one of those things like, hey, let's make up a story about something and
Oh, here's one for you. My dad ended up passing away from being deported because things were bad over there. That always stuck with me after that. I never wanted to tell the police anything, but this time I did. Tried to help myself, and it happened to me now. So is he an immigrant? Is it?
Wait. I'm lucky I'm not an immigrant because I'd probably have to go back to my own country.
Oh, okay. But his dad was.
But his name is Abu. His dad
dad
must have been.
was.
Okay.
Oh, that's shitty, dude. Lost his job for defending himself. And got arrested.
Wow. Wait, so that dude got arrested for defending himself. Oh, we still have more?
Oh yeah, there's more.
Holy crap.
There is more.
That's okay.
Yeah. I guess moving on, we have you remember Robert Card, right?
Robert Card, yeah, the main shooter.
The shooter from Maine. Here's him from what I believe is the inside of a like a mental hospital that he supposedly went to. That's what this looks like.
Yeah.
Check this out.
They're scared because I'm gonna friggin' do something because I am capable.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Right. What do you mean by that?
Right.
You've been your friends for a long time, right?
No, apparently not.
But no,
But this is a new development you're saying in the
Think
last
about
6 months or 4 months. You're saying.
Yeah.
He's wearing PT uniform, so this could be like an army barracks or something, maybe.
Maybe.
Unless this is at that time where he supposedly went to like a mental hospital.
Well, the people that he's talking to, they said, we're your friend, right? So it's,
okay,
so it's somebody that served with them, probably.
Could be.
Up until, 6 months ago or so.
I don't have any real good friends, obviously.
But I don't believe that's not true. I think something's going on.
Something's happening, right? Because up until 6 months
I hear
ago,
a radio though, so they could be
right?
cops.
You trust these guys with your life, right?
Every weekend, I guess.
We're both service members.
Yep. I know how it
And
is.
there's nobody tighter than your brothers.
So these guys, I mean, I hope you understand that they're concerned enough about your welfare that they called us.
Oh, because they're scared because I'm gonna friggin' do something because I am capable.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Huh?
What do you mean by that?
Nothing. No.
Nothing.
Okay. All right. Well,
That was a red flag.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
Like you
really
said.
I don't really agree
have to
with
go
the
to-
red flag laws or
No, me
anything like
neither.
that.
But I mean, this dude just like told on himself.
I had my headphones
Just
on
like
backwards.
just like we've showed before. That they had all the signs that he
They
was,
had all the signs, yeah.
he told on himself right here.
Yeah.
Keller
He's in
Army
an
Hospital.
army hospital.
Okay. Speak with a counselor. All right.
We just don't want there to be any issues on the way there, or while you're there. I mean, obviously, while you're there, you know, they have plenty of people there that are.
Yeah, that's they were fully aware. And when somebody, like, if he talked to a counselor, that counselor was fully aware. I guarantee he said, "Hey, I'm having thoughts of doing this." Blah blah blah. But under patient confidentiality, they didn't say anything about it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there he is saying it right there. Supposedly he was also like saying crazy weird stuff to his coworkers and stuff where he worked at, and then they were like, this guy is kind of sketchy.
Right. Look, my brother would say crazy stuff all the time. If he ended up doing something, I would be like, man, that doesn't fucking surprise me.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's in
Yeah.
a home. Like, yeah,
Right.
I don't know.
The signs were there.
The signs were there. They don't pay attention to those signs though.
No, they purposefully ignore them.
Mm-hmm. What's
Oh,
this
so
one?
yeah, here you go. Here's some more food chain stuff.
Really?
Yep.
Some more fires.
Yep. Here's a fire at a cattle barn in Illinois.
And look at that. That's on fire.
Damn.
They already had the front part put out. They're working on the back
How
part.
many
now.
of these have there
Back
been?
part's
There's
exciting.
been
there was
so fucking many.
There was two
Black
chicken
Hawk.
farms that burned like
Just see the other side of
within 2 weeks.
1938.
Well, not even that. Last
Couple
year
weeks
there was
ago.
like multiple planes that crashed into a bunch of different food places.
Yeah, and like boiler explosions and
all
And
kinds of
the
random.
cattle bar, the old cattle bar.
Yeah, so here's
that some
here's
bitches
another
on-
one.
All right, so this is the current update. You can see.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Good.
It's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Limit,
I don't like it.
Limit the supply.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
Drive up the prices of
Yep.
beef, milk, all those things.
Yep. Pretty good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Way to increase inflation even more.
Yep. It's amazing.
Dumb.
Here's one. This is pretty crazy. Amazon driver's truck vehicle gets cut in half by a train. Here's some AI for you right here. Boxing him out. Damn, he's lucky. Look, that was inches behind him.
How the? Dude, that's a passenger train too. That
Yeah.
thing's hauling.
Yeah, that thing was doing at least 60, I'm sure.
Railroad crossing things didn't go down. You see that?
Damn.
Look in the back. See if you can pause it when the train goes by. Not yet. Keep going. This dude's lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
It would be further in the video. Oh, it's hard to. Oh, there isn't. It's
Oh,
not
there
a
isn't
crossing.
any. He must be out on like a country road.
Yeah.
Damn, he's lucky.
Never
That
try. And,
is crazy, dude.
don't ever try and race a train.
No. It's likely you won't be as lucky as him. That's crazy, dude.
That's nuts.
Right.
Jeez. Could you imagine just be like, "Doof." Oh. Uh-oh.
No, I couldn't imagine that at all.
Damn. Yeah, we can go over this one.
Yeah, here you go. This is a good one. AI models preferred to launch nuclear strikes in war games test.
Oh, nice.
They were just like, why prolong destruction? Just do it.
Just get it over with.
Is this all there? Is that all this is?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, it looks
no-
like there's not much
Nothing
to
to
it.
this video at all, or this article.
Large language models acting as diplomatic agents in simulated scenarios showed hard to predict escalations, which often ended in nuclear attack. So even
It makes
AI
sense
is
that it
just
would.
like meh.
Yeah,
fucking
it makes sense
just
that it would
nuke 'em.
escalate to that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that that one that we talked about a while back about the simulation. It was like a drone, an AI drone that would like target whatever the supposed enemy was in the scenario, and they gave it commands where like sometimes they could be told to not do it, even though
Right.
that their main purpose was to destroy that target. And then at one point it targeted the human aspect that was like commanding it because it was getting in the way of its primary mission.
Yep. Yeah, it's. I don't know. AI just in general is a dangerous thing.
Yeah, I agree.
It really is.
It can be a
It can be a
helpful
cool.
tool.
It
you
can be a
know?
cool ass tool.
Yeah, but definitely, yeah.
But
This is some Skynet type business right here, if you ask me.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I do have some good news though.
Yeah,
This is good news in
this
my
is
opinion.
some good news.
Vice News is gonna stop publishing on their website. It's weird that it says they announced the decision to stop publishing on Vice.com. Does that mean they're gonna publish elsewhere? But it also they're cutting like hundreds of jobs.
No, they're just going bankrupt. They're trying to save money.
Right.
Nobody looks.
I mean,
at
they
their shit
they write
anymore.
articles with images like this. Like we're supposed. Really?
That's definitely how a bullet fires.
Yeah, right.
That just fires the whole shell and like the whole casing and everything.
Yeah.
Shell and casing, everything just goes. It just. I don't know how it propels itself.
Right.
It
Those-
just.
I mean,
as soon as
that's a small sample of the kind of articles that they write.
Yeah.
They're garbage.
As soon as the primers strike,
The whole thing.
the
goes.
whole thing just goes.
It's like a rocket. The whole thing just kind of
That's
just
definitely
does
how
it.
it works.
Yeah. Here's the email. I'm assuming that all the employees got.
Yeah, good. It's just people don't want to look at their stuff anymore.
No.
This goes
All
to
they do is
show-
they write slander. They write just off the wall garbage.
Yeah. This honestly gives me hope.
They're funded by George Soros too.
Yeah, maybe that fucker will go bankrupt too.
Hopefully.
This honestly gives me hope. Stuff like this, because it shows me that nobody is watching them or listening to their BS,
Right.
which gives me hope.
Same. I don't know exactly what the reason for this was, why this is a decision that they made, but I assume if they're cutting hundreds of jobs, they're probably analyzing a potential future in our economy, and they're making a decision before that happens.
Yeah.
That's why it makes more.
It
what's that?
I don't.
Did
know.
you see that too?
It was a big white thing. I don't know what that was.
Oh, it could have been a
But it does say, I know that saying goodbye to our valued colleagues is difficult and feels overwhelming, but this is the best path forward for Vice as we position the company for long-term creative and financial success. Our financial partners are supportive and have agreed to invest in this operating model going forward. We will emerge stronger and more resilient as we embark on the new phase of our journey. So what they're doing is they're trying to.
It seems like
they're trying to consolidate their resources.
Yeah. In this new phase, I wonder if that means that they might be going under a rebrand or a merger.
Maybe. Yeah, they're gonna try and switch up their. It's so what I'm getting is the stuff that they're pushing now. It's not working.
Right.
So they have to consolidate their resources, figure out where the stuff is that's not working, cut that out, and try and repurpose their resources to find a more sustainable way of going about pushing out their BS.
They're terrible. They're just terrible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, how do you feel about this one? United States is landing the first spacecraft on the moon since 1972. This was a few days ago.
I heard a little bit about this. I didn't look into it at all.
All
I didn't
stations,
really
this
either.
is Mission Director on IM-1. And dial in the pointing for our dishes. What we can confirm, without a doubt, is our equipment is on the surface of the moon.
Hey,
and
why
we
is
are
there
transmitting. So,
why is there a map
congratulations, IM
flat?
team. We'll see how much more we can get from that.
Right. Is that supposed to be Earth?
Yeah. A lot of tinfoil.
Right.
God, see, these images are they're computer generated.
Yeah.
Those are not real images.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like of all the things that we've sent to other planets and whatever, the moon would be the easiest to like send things to because
Yeah.
it's like the most local. I just don't believe that they sent humans to the moon and then they were like, okay, that's good enough.
Right. And then
That's not enough research.
Dude, the fact that they said the moon landing was supposedly in the 60s or whatever.
Yeah,
Right.
and there were supposedly like several of them. I think 11
You think of the
or
technology,
something. They went. There's been
multiple.
multiple. Yeah, I don't remember exactly how many.
But now, if you look back, they say, well, why haven't we been to the moon since? They say, well, we lost
lost our technology.
that technology to land
yeah.
on the moon. I don't know about you, but in the first Apollo, you hold more computing power in your hand right now in your phone
Yeah.
than the first Apollo rocket ship and all the capsule or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Like you have more technology in your hand than that.
Right.
We didn't lose the technology.
No.
we just
they
didn't
just decided that
actually
it wasn't.
go.
Yeah. They spent more on exploration for Mars than our own moon and our own oceans, for that matter.
Yeah.
I call bullshit on really a kind of all of it at this point.
I think that the majority of that money, there's a reason why those crafts, even the one that landed on the moon, and nobody wants to talk about how they get the camera there to catch the lunar landing.
Right.
Nobody wants to talk about that. So they must have landed, set up their camera, right? Took off and then landed again.
Or use the takeoff as like a reverse video so it looks like they're landing.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But who recorded the first step on the moon?
I don't know.
How'd they get the camera out there to record that first step? So they had to walk out there, set up the camera. and
Yeah,
then-
supposedly that wasn't the first step. That was because someone
Yeah,
went out there,
supposedly,
of
yeah.
course. Yeah, and then that recording of the first step was actually the second step. Yeah,
I just don't buy it.
It's stupid.
It's like the same thing as what was it, like 4 years ago, North Korea or something, like came out with a news article about how they landed on the sun.
What?
Did you ever see that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it's so funny.
That's something.
Yeah, they definitely landed on the sun. They were talking about it. It's North Korea. They even had pictures and everything.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
They landed on the sun.
Uh,
But that goes to show, like, it to me, it's just during that time we were in a war, a race for space with Russia or whatever, and it was just one of those things where it's just more propaganda.
yeah.
I mean, you have what's that? The director that talked about it. I forget his name, but he talks about how he was confronted by the government and asked to direct the moon landing.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name either.
It was a famous
Yeah.
director. But he admitted it to it in a video. What? You're a famous ass director. Why would you say that?
Right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then you have some like Buzz Aldrin. Buzz Aldrin says that they actually didn't go to the moon.
Right. Doesn't one of them have like a gravestone that has like a Bible verse about the flat Earth and firmament and stuff like that.
I don't know which one though. But
Is it a troll?
Buzz
You know,
Aldrin is
or-
still alive. He still talks about
I don't
it.
think it's Buzz Aldrin. It might be
Right.
the other guy, Neil Armstrong.
I don't
Is
know
that his name? I can't think of his name for
there's
some reason.
Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and then there's another guy.
There's a
too.
third guy, yeah.
I don't know who the third guy is. But Buzz Aldrin said that the Earth is flat, that they actually didn't land on the moon. And like he like swears by that. Which if
I mean, if you're out
known
there
for-
saying it, then why, you know?
Yeah, if you're known for landing on the moon, why would you come out and say no, it was all bullshit? That's weird. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know. I just live here.
I just live here.
Speaking of living here, in Michigan, law was passed a couple weeks or a couple months ago. Might not have actually been that long ago.
It took.
It's the
It started like January 24th.
yeah, it
I
was
think, is
it
when
was
took
late
effect.
January. It's a law that requires you to store or like put your gun in a safe or keep it in a like a. Like a
You
locked
have to
safe-
keep it locked up.
locked up, yeah.
Which
And
is the
that happened
dumbest.
after the shooter in Oxford. The parents that bought their kid this is the whole thing that drives me nuts about it. They're imposing more and more rules on you because of stupid people.
Mm-hmm.
It just drives me nuts. So this, I can see like the importance, that they're trying to get behind, the safety and all that stuff. But like, bottom line is like you should be teaching your children about the firearms and how dangerous they can be. And, like,
100%.
yeah, if they're young enough to not be able to, like understand those things, then yeah, you would keep them out of their, where they can't get their hands on them. So this guy in Flint, he's being charged under this law because his 2-year-old daughter got hold of his revolver and shot herself with it.
That's really sad.
It is.
But
And this shouldn't have happened. I mean, this is just negligence on the gun owner's part.
Mhm.
Pure and simple.
Don't you consider that enough punishment
Right.
to lose your 2-year-old daughter?
Because you were negligent.
Like, you know what?
Making more and more laws to prevent these things is just the most counterproductive thing really I can think of.
Right. If this was me, first off, I don't know how the revolver was anywhere near where the 2-year-old could got to it.
Right.
However, if my 2-year-old, if I had a 2-year-old daughter and she shot herself and died from it, I'd be like, yeah, just fucking execute me. The amount of guilt that you would feel from that.
Right.
No, just give me the death penalty. I'm okay with it. I'm not saying to do that, but
Right.
like the dude has had enough. Like that's way more than enough punishment to lose a child. And
Right. Yeah, the guilt is. I really feel like this guy would be feeling
yeah,
an immense amount of guilt. Because it's really, bottom line is that it's his fault that this happened, not
it's 100%.
It's not the fact that there wasn't a law there in place. It's not the fact of the law. They're the fault of the law that
the law is
that he ju-
irrelevant.
It is.
The law is irrelevant.
Yeah, because people are going to do what they're going to do.
Right. However, how this 2-year-old had access to a firearm, it is on that parent. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Like he is.
I mean, similarly to like if your 2-year-old child ran out in the road and got hit by a car,
Yeah.
it's the fault of the parent for not
Right.
being attentive.
Yeah.
A 2-year-old's not really not going to understand that the road is a dangerous place to be.
Right.
A gun is a dangerous thing to have your hands on if you don't know what you're doing with it. They're not going to understand those things. That's why you monitor them and keep them from those things.
Right.
That's why you tell them not to touch the stove. It's hot. It's like
Yeah. Yeah, they just
It's
touched
not the
it.
fault of the law. But we need to make more laws. Like that just
Look.
it doesn't solve anything.
If there's a way to get hurt, a kid will find it.
Right.
They really will.
They will. It's
Like,
really sad that this happened. Honestly,
It is really sad.
I feel for this family
but that's what
losing their child.
the
but-
dude doesn't belong in prison for it.
No. So
He's-
he's in felony violation, first degree child abuse. Because of this storage law. Being a felon in possession of firearm and ammunition. So he was already apparently.
Oh, he was a
This
felon.
is saying he was already a felon to begin with. He
Oh,
shouldn't
then
have
he
it.
belongs in prison. I mean, actually, he should still be able to possess.
He should be able to possess. Yeah, it's just
Any
natural
law,
born right.
any law that goes against possessing a firearm
is infringement.
is infringement.
Yeah. They found 2 guns in the bedroom of the man's home, a revolver and a semi-automatic pistol. They were unsecured and loaded. Which, I mean, as a gun owner, you should. This is my personal opinion. You should be able to have a firearm loaded and not locked up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You should be able
Because
to.
if you need it and it's
Yeah.
you put something between you and your tool.
100%.
That I mean, it's. I wouldn't want to put. I wouldn't want to have to do an extra thing to get to it because I need it, even if it's not just a gun. Like it could be anything really.
Right.
That's just my personal opinion.
Well, that's one of those things where you should be able to have it easily accessible, loaded, all that stuff. But it does come down to like him being a parent, deciding what is proper for his household.
Yeah.
For his children.
Yeah.
He made a poor
decision.
Poor decision. My boys will never touch my firearms. Ever. I could leave a firearm sitting on the table. I could walk out of the house. I could leave the house. My firearm's still sitting there. They will not touch it.
That's good.
And if they did, they know how to clear it. They know how to do everything to that, manipulate that firearm to make sure it's safe. Comes down to teaching your children, teaching them early. It's important to teach them early. A lot of people.
And the most important thing is the safety of it.
Yeah, the safety.
Yeah.
A lot of people, when
like you don't even really. I feel the same way about and not just kids, but like anybody who is unfamiliar with guns. I think anybody it should just be common knowledge to know firearm safety.
Yeah.
Everybody should know about it. Even if you don't like guns and you don't want to shoot them or whatever, you should still know the safety of that firearm.
Yeah.
Like if it's a family members and they come to your home with it, I guess if you don't like it, you have the right to ask them to not bring it or make them leave or whatever. But I still feel like having the knowledge of the firearm safety would, even just that knowledge would make people more comfortable around them. Honestly,
the knowledge and you take away the curiosity of it.
right, and the fear of it,
and the fear. Yeah.
Because if you know the condition of it, and are confident in your ability to make sure that it's in a safe condition or all of the all the handling of it and all that stuff, then you're
Right.
more comfortable. Even if you had yours on, as long as I know that you know the safety of it. Let's say it is common knowledge. Everybody would, and then I just feel like it would make people more comfortable.
There used to be a day where all of that stuff was taught in schools.
Yes, that's true.
They used to have a class.
That's
for
before
that.
me, but
that was
yeah.
way before me too. But they used to have school classes on proper firearm safety and
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff.
So does this say at all, like what his punishment will be, fines and all that stuff? I don't think it does. First degree child abuse, felony violation of the gun storage law, and felony possession. I assume he's probably going to get the book thrown at him. Like he
Yeah,
should,
he
really.
will.
I mean, he's already a felon and everything.
Yep.
So
All my firearms are fully locked up.
same.
Yep. They're all locked up.
Yes, same.
So. Yeah, I don't know, but I don't think he should be charged with anything. I think that guilt that's going to rest on his mind is going to haunt him the rest of his life.
Yeah, I agree.
Because there's no fixing that. There's no. Yeah. Yeah. Nope.
What else do we got? A couple things on like the war stuff.
Oh yeah, some war stuff. Yeah.
Russia investigates disappearance of more than 50 missing aircraft as allegations of move to unfriendly countries.
That title is written really strange.
Yeah.
Was that
This
title
whole
generated
website's
by
good.
AI?
It could have been.
It sounds like it.
It could have been.
Good Lord. So they lost 50 aircraft, and they think it went to Ukraine?
It seems like that's what they think. Is this all part of it too, or is this something
No,
else?
that's about the balloon. The balloon.
Oh yeah, it is.
So there's not much to this article then.
No, I don't even remember. Where did I find this? I feel like I found. I don't know. Next. Okay, here you go. This guy, he defected to Ukraine, killing his crewmates from his helicopter. I think he took the helicopter, killed his crewmates, took it to Ukraine, and then later he ended up moving to Spain, and he's also been reportedly dead.
He was found dead?
Yeah,
Oh.
he was found dead in his apartment.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know much about this guy. That the way this is written makes it seem like it should be common knowledge, but I
didn't even know Russia and Ukraine are still fighting.
Is it? I take it this is him. Yeah.
Interesting.
This says he was shot at least 5 times, but this main thing said he was shot at least 12 times.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a source. Guardian.
Huh.
Found dead in Spain.
Crossed. He was supposed to transport parts for Su-27 and Su-30.
Okay. Fighter jets.
Yeah, I bet you he defected, and then he was killed by some Ukrainian troops.
I'd believe that. I don't know when this took place, like when he defected.
Yeah, it's something. I mean,
This says August of
it was-
2023,
yeah,
so
August.
it's not that long ago. More on Russia too here. At least 65 Russian soldiers were killed in Ukraine missile strikes. This happened like a week or so ago. Yeah, February 21st. I call bullshit on that photo, if I'm honest with you. Why are the guns all in a pile, for one? Why
Yeah.
are they like all laying the same way in same direction?
Yep.
If this was a missile strike, why is there like
There's no
their clothes
burn.
are all intact? They'd be shredded if they were struck by a missile.
Right.
Why this throws me off too. Why are all their weapons in a pile? Like,
This
what's
is a-
with these radios just chilling right here?
This is a photo op.
This is a photo op.
I can tell you right now that probably did not happen.
That's what I think. You guys think the Russians posted? Yeah, I think this is fake.
Yeah, that looks like a photo op.
We're not the only ones saying that either.
Nope. Here's the thing that people don't realize. Ukraine is getting their asses handed to them.
Yeah.
And the news media is trying to play it off like they're whooping.
Maybe they faked it and used it as like posted it or whatever, and they so that Ukrainians would see this and be like, "Oh, we got them."
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's just
I don't know either. But
it's propaganda. It looks like.
Yeah. Faces are blurred. There's
Yeah.
no blood. There's
no
no
blood, no nothing.
No torn clothes. Just randomly, like, shit everywhere.
Some of these people would.
This is supposedly when they moved him, probably.
If it actually happened, these people would be missing limbs, missing.
So here's in my experience, a lot of times when we would drop like JDAMs on militants,
Yeah.
their clothes would be gone.
Gone.
Like they'd be naked.
Yeah.
When you find them.
Yeah, it all burns off.
It either gets vaporized or blown off or whatever, but
yeah.
Hey, that's with like 2,000-pound bombs. I don't know what these were that supposedly hit these people, but from my experience, at minimum they have no pants when you find them.
Right. Well, and like even like a small explosion turns people into pink mist.
Right. Like concussions the concussion wave from a just a 2,000-pound JDAM can like vaporize your organs.
Yeah.
You just have internal bleeding. And like at first appearance, that could be like what might have happened to these people if this is legit. Is that a pressure wave just like cooked their insides?
Yeah, maybe.
And they died of internal bleeding.
But I'm saying it's a photo op.
I think this is a photo op too.
No, Ukraine is seriously getting their asses handed to them.
Yeah.
And look, I have no dog in this fight. No dog.
It's none of my business.
I don't like either country because Ukraine is full of people that believed in what Hitler did, and Russia is full of people that believed in what Stalin did. So, and no, I'm not talking about like the actual people, but the government and soldiers and whatnot. So I have no dog in the fight because I believe in freedom, and fuck both of those countries.
Yeah.
So
fuck them.
I don't agree with
care.
spending our money there. I don't agree with helping either one of those. I just say, yeah, let them hash their own.
That's what they're gonna do. It's not like like what we said about Palestine and everything. You got all these people all over the world. They're like protesting. Like,
yep,
they're gonna listen to you and say, "Oh, there's people protesting. Maybe we should stop." Nah, that's not how it works.
No.
That's the same way. Like
me
saying, "Oh, stop it! You shouldn't be fighting each other." They don't give a shit. They're gonna do what they're gonna do.
Crap, what you're they're gonna hash their own disagreements out, and you gotta let it happen. It's one of those things where, hey, I mean, with Russia and Ukraine, you can't say like it's good versus evil because it's just evil versus evil.
Right.
Like, oh yeah, let's hope evil doesn't prevail. No, it's going to prevail because
That's
they're
what it
both
does.
evil.
Yeah. I just wanted to see how long we were on. We're at we're at 2.5, so we're at our normal. About where we.
I just realized, like, oh, you pulled it over here, and then I was like, wait, can they see that? And then
No.
I was so confused for a second.
Here's one for you. Taliban continues tradition of public executions with football field execution. They took this guy and they shot him with a machine gun in front of crowds. This is what should happen to pedophiles.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Public execution.
It doesn't say
kudos.
what it was for.
We can all hold up signs that say "pew pew a pedo."
Yeah,
That'd be pretty awesome.
would be. Yeah, this is what they do. No surprise.
You know, like the crazy thing is you have people that support Taliban,
Right.
right? And even here in this country, that believe in the LGBT community, right?
Yeah, imagine what they would do. to
Imagine
those
if they
people.
would go over there and what they would do to those people.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Right? All right, we have two more.
Two more.
So we're sitting right around our average stream time. Two more. They have to do with airplanes.
Nice.
We always seems like we have something every week. Check this out.
Some more aviation, huh?
Yeah. Look at that.
Just about to land in Denver with the wing coming apart on the plane.
No.
Came apart when we took off in San Francisco.
That's a big no bueno, man.
And we're
Right.
just about on the ground. Can't wait for this flight to be over.
Same. I would agree.
We've got another plane waiting for us. Continue to Boston. Touchdown any second. And the nightmare
Continue to
will be
Boston.
over.
Dude,
No.
screw that.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'll just drive there.
On the ground.
Right.
Plane intact.
So we're going on another cruise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Around this time next year.
Nice.
I don't want to fly.
No, I wouldn't either.
I don't want to fly. Not if this kind of stuff keeps happening.
Yeah. I think I'd rather fly my, like, if I had the money, go buy like a Cub Caddy,
Right.
you know, and just fly myself. Go get my license and fly. Screw it.
It's expensive.
It is.
My grandfather has an airplane.
But
He-
if I was gonna fly, I'd rather go that route.
right. He
Trust myself.
it takes a lot longer, but he likes to go different places around Michigan, and he'll fly just to get like a cheeseburger somewhere and meet up with some other pilots and stuff. He
That's
says that
pretty
like a
awesome.
lot of times it's like $1,000 cheeseburger.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Damn.
He calls them hamburgs.
Damn.
Hamburg.
Hamburg. That'd just be sweet,
Right?
dude. I'd just go
It's
on vacation
expensive,
and just
though.
be like,
Here you go.
It's on fire!
Look at this one.
Oh my god, it's on fire! Oh my god! Sorry.
I think we showed this.
It's
video.
on fire!
Did we?
Mom!
I don't know. I don't think so.
Holy shit.
Dude, what are you doing if you're the passenger on that plane? You're just like looking out the window and you're like, oh,
No, it's still doing it.
Right.
motor's on fire.
Firing came from almost 2 months after a section of.
It's a Max too.
Oh, it's another Max blew out in midair. I saw a meme. I think it was on Instagram, of a guy on. He says, man, I just need to find it one of these days and show it. But he ends up in the seat where the door is, and is a joke about how he's like holding the door the whole time. He like, saved the whole plane or something. Or like how he takes his responsibility as the
managing the door.
Managing the door, he takes it seriously or some shit. I don't remember. I'd have to find it again.
That's funny. Yeah, let me hold this door so it doesn't come off. Dude, it's always the Maxes though.
It is. I'm not seeing anything in the.
We should look up where the Maxes were built.
I could probably look that up. We'll probably call it.
I'll just look it up on my phone.
Good one.
Where was it built? Oh, it was built in Renton, Washington.
Okay. What's this? Huge explosion seen in southern Russia, speculated to be state-run military research center. Well, that's... Are you serious? Okay.
What is
whatever.
what is this?
What even is this? Russian Vladimir Putin. Da, da, da. What? And then it's probably gonna be it. What?
This is MSN.
This is garbage.
This is MSN. Right? That news article was absolutely ridiculous.
That was
whatever
trash.
Hey, we haven't checked ground news in a while.
No, we haven't. Okay, let me go. Pull
I
it.
don't know if you want to or not. It's up to you.
Yeah, we'll
We're
see what's on it real quick.
kind of at our time. It's time to go.
Kind of nice having a microphone over here.
Oh yeah. I can't hear you though. The stream can. Oh. They're trying to get you to sign in.
That's
What happened?
dumb.
Wait, do you have to pay for it now?
Right?
Go back to the search. Go down. 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 Go to that one. There we go.
Okay. All right. That. Okay. Man sets himself on fire in front of Israeli embassy in Washington. Wow. I got a text about something about Nikki Haley. I didn't even read it all. I just said, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
AT&T to reimburse customers after massive network outage. How much reimbursement?
$5
12 hours. $5 credit. Thank you. I don't have AT&T.
No, me neither. Just keep it. Oh well. $5.
$5 whole.
$5 whole. Federal prosecutors accuse a New Mexico woman of fraud in an oil and gas royalty case. Oh, okay.
M&M Production and Operation Inc. Shoreline Oil Gas Company faces wire fraud charges. That's funny.
Tribal lands. Federal and tribal lands.
Wow. Could face 20 years in prison and 300,000
Well,
fines.
Caleb says he hears like a humming.
I thought I heard that in the headphones earlier too. It might be one of those
Hey,
connections.
on OBS.
Or does it stop when I pause? When I mute this, does it stop?
Yeah, see if it stops now. I think there is a hum from that one. On OBS, go to that microphone and turn on the noise suppressor. The 3 dots. Go to properties. Noise suppressor. I forget how to do it. Yeah, it does stop when you mute it.
I wonder if it was like that last time.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
I
it
have
should,
the
is it
gain
humming
turned up
now
too high.
again because he unmuted it? That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird. I
Yeah,
wonder
we'll
if maybe the gain was up too high.
Maybe. Well, it's picking. The reason why it's humming is it's picking up
picking
all
up
the
other
noise
noise.
and even me talking.
It might be my computer is picking up maybe. I mean, it doesn't hum, but
Does it have? Yeah, it does. Yeah. Okay. Now it's muted again. All right.
I might as well just come back over here.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'll see if I can adjust it when we're done. Off to Michigan. Haley is staying in the race despite Trump's easy primary win in South Carolina. Haley is not staying in the race.
She's gonna lose anyway. norovirus case continue to climb. Sweet, wonderful.
What is that? Just a stomach bug, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, so
Couple-
you have
couple
the shits for a day.
I
It'll
don't.
be okay.
I don't want it.
Yeah,
Keep
I
it
know.
away from me. I don't want it.
No. Michigan. When is Michigan primary? August, correct?
I think so.
Yeah.
Mercedes-Benz scales back electric ambitions.
Oh.
Oh.
As EV pessimism grows, so they're scaling back their EV.
Ford, I think, is discontinuing their whole program.
After spending the millions of dollars on it.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Well, EVs are nice. I get it.
Right. I mean, I own a Tesla.
Yeah.
I love that car.
I think Tesla is probably the only EV that has gotten it relatively right. Rivian's pretty close.
I wanted a Rivian, but I'm not paying that much for one.
Right.
I do think like EVs as a whole are overpriced. I bought mine because I wanted it. And I'm not like a save the planet kind of like.
No, you wanted it 'cause you wanted
having
it.
an EV is not going to save the planet.
No.
First of all,
It's actually
I wanted it. I wanted to try it. I love that car. It's a really good daily driver. Really.
right.
I've road tripped in one. That's not even a big deal either.
It's one of the funniest things to me is when people talk about buying an EV to save the planet. Like it's actually kind of just as bad as driving a car.
If not worse. With
If not worse with all the
lithium
cobalt
mining
and lithium
yeah.
mining.
But I
Like-
mean, here's my argument about like the battery thing. Like people like to argue about the batteries and
Yeah.
how unethical the mining is and everything. Yeah, I get it. I'm with you on that. But your phone that you are arguing with me
100%.
from has a lithium battery in it.
Yep.
The lithium comes from the same mines that they're using the same techniques to get the like
The
the
lithium and cobalt.
yeah,
you know, all this
it
stuff.
uses all the same materials that you're just complaining about this one aspect of the whole battery thing.
I don't complain about it. I'm just saying buy what you want to buy.
Yeah, buy what you want
drive
to buy.
what you want to drive.
You're contributing it to the problem. Doesn't matter what you do.
Yep. If you wanted to drive a big ass truck that just takes gas and just gulps it down, drive a big ass truck that takes. I drive a truck. If you
I
want to
had
drive
a truck. I loved that truck. I had an F-150. I loved it.
Yeah, if you want to drive a Tesla that just uses electricity, then that's fine.
The thing I like about having a Tesla is, or an EV, whatever, it costs me like $40 a month
Right.
to drive that car.
Yeah.
Where it probably costs
that'd
you
be nice.
$40 a week to drive
I-
your truck.
I don't drive that much, so no.
That's true. You're pretty local, but I drive 30 minutes to work. I was paying in gas in my F-150 about $12 a day just to go to work.
Yeah.
Cost me $2 a day now to go to work.
I just have to walk to my computer.
I have to go to work. But it is what it is.
No, I know. If
I like the car. I don't care what anybody says.
with the way gas prices are right now,
They were pretty
if-
cheap for a couple,
for a little
about a
bit,
month there. We were
I would
under
prefer that
$3.
$1.87 though.
Yeah, I'd prefer that as well. I mean,
But-
I still have to buy gas. We have
Yeah.
we have gas engines that
Right.
you know.
But if I had to drive into work every day and drive home, no.
I don't.
It's
I don't
it's
agree
so
with them
expensive.
push the way they are pushing EVs.
Right.
Like you should be able to just make your own
Just make
decision.
your own
If you want it, buy it. If not, okay. I don't care.
Everything based off of voluntary.
Exactly.
And, I mean, it's pretty easy. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Right. Yeah, I'm not really seeing all that. Warren Buffett, he owns one of those train companies. Which one is? I think it's
North
Union
Atlantic?
Pacific.
Oh, is it Union?
I
That
think
might
he
be
owns.
Union
Yeah.
Pacific, yeah.
Tells investors to ignore Wall Street pundits while paying tribute to Charlie Munger.
Oh,
I don't know who that is. Charlie Munger. For his role in leading Berkshire Hathaway and advised shareholders
He was the one that ran.
not to heed it. Okay.
He was the one that ran Berkshire Hathaway to the ground during 2008 or whatever.
Okay.
I think. I'm not that savvy.
Buffett
I'm pretty
reiterates that Berkshire will be prepared to make acquisitions when the stock market faces instability. Okay. Acquisitions of what, though?
Right.
Oh, I'm not even showing this. Whatever.
Yeah.
Biden and Utah's governor call for less bitterness and more bipartisanship. Well, that's mostly left-leaning. Well,
dude, that's one of those things where the left is always like, "Oh, we call for bipartisanship," and then in that same breath, they'll turn around and call anybody on the right racist or terrorists or whatever, blah 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 blah.
They're pretty good at that.
Like you can't say that, "Oh, we want bipartisanship," and then turn around and say some type of bullshit like that.
Right. Well,
but yeah, I think
that'll do it.
Dang, this is our longest one yet. Almost 3
Yeah,
hours.
only by like 20, 30 minutes or
still.
so. But I mean, it is the longest one.
I need some water. My throat's dry.
Same.
I talk too much. And I'm kind of retarded.
I'm all
so
out of
it's okay.
water. Same. That's
Yeah,
fine.
That's fine.
That's how we like it.
That's how we like it.
But yeah. I
Yeah,
think
make sure
that'll
you
do
do
it.
all the stuff. The comment, comment, share,
Oh, I see Orion did a thing over there earlier.
subscribe, like. That's
Awesome.
That's nice.
He
Awfully
left
sweet of him.
us a little yeah.
Left you a couple
Thank
little
you.
Tootsie Rolls on the floor.
I like Tootsie Rolls. I could go for some.
They're right there.
No, I don't want those ones. I want the legit ones.
But yeah, make sure you comment, like,
Yeah.
just do all those things.
Hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
YouTube likes the bell.
Does it really? I
It's-
don't know.
I don't know.
Whatever everybody else says.
Yeah.
You can even dislike and comment.
Thanks for hanging out,
But, yeah.
Caleb.
Thanks for
And,
hanging out, Caleb.
The
was an awfully
the other
long
one,
time that
I don't
you
know
hung
who
out.
the. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your page there. Heike DTW. Thanks for joining.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, but
See you next time, next week,
Yep.
around the same time.
see you next time. Have a good week. Hopefully shit doesn't fall apart. And yeah.
Yeah. Keep an eye on your bingo cards.
Keep an eye on your
I don't
bingo
know if
cards.
anybody got anything this time, but mine seems to be untouched. so
Is it
far.
untouched? I haven't got a bingo yet either.
Yeah. Oh well.
Dang.
Maybe.
Well, maybe next week we'll have a bingo. Hope not.
Well,
Have a good
peace.
week.